Hey everybody, I've got a banger video for you guys today. Today, Ceice and I VOD review OliverOG's tournament play, where Ceice breaks down what he sees as some strengths and weaknesses. I learned so much, and if you stay to the end, you will too.
Dedicated players, they know how to be efficient, and so watching them would be super helpful for you guys. Like the way he's looting the building, you see how he's like, all of this is super important to watch.
This is where Neo drops. I dropped tower.
So this is the exact tournament that they played. So they quickly were able to get on this hill here. Like this is the loot they got, and they did decent, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you can see they were quickly looking for this team to run over here in this field. Yeah, you can see my cursor?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, the chimp spade. You know, we're always cognizant that somebody's. We call that split. Chimp spade split. Chimp split.
Yep.
And if it's a east zone, we immediately move this way towards tower, and then we go over towards that house and rotate the house to the right and rotate up the right by the teddy bear.
Yeah, you can see the zone. What they're doing is they're playing off of these kills because these guys are double conned. But they're like the zone, if you can tell, it's literally like the zone for that game is pulling the top left. Yeah, it's like here.
I can see the arrow.
He should pick this every time. He's gonna pick this because his teammate has a hammer, right? You get that?
Yeah, I get it. We talked about that.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see. He's holding day in them because there's double con. Something I just quickly noticed that I want you guys to do as well, which I can help with, but it's best if you do it. Let me pull this up for this tournament and just go through and write labels for all this. Like I just realized he called this area where he's at right now, he said RVs, which is it's pretty easy, right? Because there's an RV car somewhere on this beach line. I think it's right here.
And we call that trailer.
Yeah, trailer. Go to trailer. Rotate towards trailer. Rotate trailer and then go south. Okay, boom. That means you're just gonna go straight south. So callouts super important for you guys. Should definitely get that like teed. And then all this metal, you guys are farming this, right? All the little pieces.
Yeah, I go in. I farm it all first, and then I do get the trailer.
Zone for them was like this maybe. So they had the opportunity to just hold these kids on edge, and then they rotated down and got metal. And then they came in on edge, and they were gonna. If you heard the comms for a quick second there, it's pretty low volume, but they were going to continue to hold the kids here because these kids that were over here are now here, right? They're now on this edge line, so they can get based up, get a quick maybe a couple hundred tags. Obviously, it's not ideal to have the IGL not have them forecast, but it just happens sometimes. Doing this is not worth it. I'm literally gonna VOD review them because this is exactly how your games are gonna look. They need to go more left here.
And I wouldn't have taken those shots. I would have tried to get around left. I don't want to get
they need to go left here. You can see the hill, the giant ass hill. But this is about to be. Oh, it's actually worked out. Kinda,
but I mean, I still think it was a mistake.
They're in a bad spot still. Okay, a quick thing that I want to remind you on. This is like something that I'm teaching Diego day in and day out. It's like very simple stuff. I call this EU strats because of my coach. He's conditioned this into me because NA players honestly don't do this, and it's sad. I guess a lot of low tier players don't do this. Even the top tier players, I consider Diego pretty solid. But what PlayFi is doing is not allowed. Like this is what my coach would say. It's not allowed. You cannot do this. What you need to do instead is close this wall right here. You'll see in a second here. This box in between, there's a wall here, and he opens the edit, so he's like, always separate your boxes. You play a full box, I play a full box, so this doesn't happen because that's eventually cost, right? Just because PlayFi, again, it's the EU like way of thinking, EU thing. PlayFi is not.
So you mean that wall should be closed?
Yes, 100% of the time. 100% of the time. If you're going to open up, your teammate is not going to get shot from you opening up. And like I said, that
makes perfect sense. I mean, Neo and I are always calming when we're opening to make sure that we don't open up to each other.
Yep, and that is like I said, that's like the EU thing. That if PlayFi was EU, he would have closed the wall, but because he's NA, because he's a lower tier player, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a pretty common thing you're gonna see in like every NA team. They will always do some stupid shit like this to cost the heals. So conditioning your team into making sure you have perfect peaks at all times. Like even so here, you kind of see like he's peeking. Like you never do two angles, always. Because what this allows now is it can get them sprayed from their side while looking this way. You always do one wall at a time.
Yeah, if I'm off to the left there, I'm spraying that wall.
Always one at a time, especially if it's metal. Like you never double open two sides unless you really need surge, which I guess they do here. So maybe it's the right situation. Also,
61. They got to get to 54, so they need 7 more. Yeah, they're kind of up against it here.
I bet I can call it. They die. They get pushed from the back here if you see. Oh, he dies because they didn't flip the cone. Like their whole focus is that direction, and they just pictured that no one was behind us.
They didn't cover the threat.
Yeah,
point.
exactly. They're like, oh, no one's gonna come in behind us. We're fine, guys. No big deal. Like, nah, you're dead. He comms to his teammate, so Neo can do that. Hey, be careful. Like, look through the cone. I always have Diego do that. Look through the cone so you can see. Just get a glimpse, get a picture, just a quick snapshot image in your mind.
I always do that. I said, let go, let me look.
Cold FE sent it. They do this. You can do sketchy, stupid shit, but you have to be like, you can't fuck up on small shit. Like his box, he could have landed here, been fine. You could land here and be fine, but you have to build a fucking box quicker than this. Like, look how slow it was.
Yeah, good point.
Like, of course, he's gonna have the extreme disadvantage when he's still building a box. By the time the guy has SMG in his fucking body, putting himself in the center of zone. So you'll see what he does here. What he should have done here is built like, so right here, stop sliding a box back. Like what I would have preferred, one box back to the left here. Then from here he builds north, not like he builds further in. You see how he bit 4 or 5 boxes dead center of moving zones, versus he sees the next zone, so he knows he has to go back.
He's going the wrong way.
North. Exactly. So he needs to go. See pink marker north of it, far north, the farthest side north of pink marker. All wasted mats. This all matters in competitive lobbies when it's so hard to get refreshes. Yeah, but again, he doesn't scout what's in front of him. It's the same thing of here, what I did. Like I didn't scout this, and it said, but like he has time. He has enough time to get out of, like, go left here. Oh, damn. How is that so predictable? Look at this. It's just like, where are you? Well, I'm not over here. I'm left side. I'm right side. I'm on low ground. I'm on high ground. Like, go snaky and deep into this zone, like this. Versus if it was just like this, he would have had this entire, like, imagine if he built a tarp like High wanted. He would have had this entire tarp here. He would have edited this wall and gone straight into his nice metal base, and then he would have been on this top side of zone.
Go up to 2 o'clock and then go over to 3 o'clock. Yep.
But instead, he doesn't understand, so he's continuing to just put himself in the worst spots. Again, also, you don't even have to go out of your base into the left here. Like, he could have simply just made 1 extra box in the front here just to scout it. Like, what I would have done is this. Oh, we're in a bad spot. Like, this happens sometimes. This is okay. Behind us. I'm in a bad spot. I'm gonna make an extra base here. I'm just giving myself 5 more seconds of time because the zone, he knows the zone's on his butt. Like, he knows it's there. Make 1 extra box here. Then you can maybe run on foot for a bit. Like, scout a little bit and see that, oh wow, he would have seen all of this, you know?
Spot, but he's got no mats.
Luckily.
He's got 15 builds.
Very, very luckily.